guys, and welcome back to another video. So we started off our day by going to Einstein Brothers Bagels, and I got a mocha mint something. It was really good. I've never been that close. What are these, windmills, wind turbines? I don't know, they were really big and really scary. So this is part of the Badlands. Actually, we didn't get to go to the national park, unfortunately, but we did get to see some of it along the way. But here we were on our way to a really big tourist attraction in South Dakota, I believe it was, and it was called Wall Drug. And then there's this gigantic, like 80-foot tall dinosaur right here. So random, I don't understand. And then like they had a ton of gas stations that had like mini versions of this thing, but yeah, like very interesting. So finally we pull up and we are at the Wall Drugstore, and this place was super old and a very big tourist trap. But they definitely had a lot of cool different things going on in there. Definitely a sight to see for sure. It was just like a drugstore pretty much, and they had a little chapel, which was kind of creepy. They also had a lot of like rocks and like not metaphysical shops, but like natural stuff, and here I am just selfing it up. And they had like this giant jackrabbit that you climb on top of and sit on. Just a lot of touristy things like this, so yeah. And then behind the main building, there's a whole other building, and then this really random dinosaur that I feel like didn't fit the theme, but it was there, so yeah, very random. All that place was super cute, and I love the little small town, like downtown feel of it. Definitely old and western. And then scary little Trump shop, they were everywhere, so freaky. But finally we were leaving the flatlands, and there was starting to be a little bit more scenery, which I was all there for. And so finally we made it to, I think this was Culvert State Park. I can't remember, I'm sorry, but this is where they had a lot of wildlife, and we didn't even know this, but there were donkeys there. So yeah, that was really cool, and they were very friendly, like inappropriately friendly. You'll see what I mean. Why is he being so good? He's sleeping. He's taking a nap. Mother.
Taking a nap. Hello. Let me move.
Oh, that one looks a little bit carpet. Oh, he was getting excited. Oh, guys. I didn't know that they had them out here. I'm also scared. That's why he was sleeping.
I'm scared.
Mister. Very inappropriate. Something I really wanted to see was a herd of wild buffalo, and we did get to see it. And like, oddly enough, we had to like walk through this little like creek, whatever, and there was this fencing, but yeah, there was just this herd out there, and it was actually really sad. So on the side of the fence that we were on, there were 2 baby calves that were stuck, and it was just really sad, and there wasn't anything we could do, and the herd was leaving. So yeah, but got to see wild buffalo. The state park was gigantic, and it was really cool because a lot of it you could drive through and kind of like look at. And sorry, the windshield was dirty. I will apologize for that now. But here we are starting our drive on Needles Highway, I believe. So if you're in the like area that we were in of South Dakota, I definitely recommend going to this state park and driving down Needles Highway. It's really freaking scary. Like, you know, I think it's later in the vlogs you'll see us driving down Loveland Pass. I can't tell which one was scarier. So yeah, and there's like a little deer. Like, there's just so much wildlife. It's honestly so cool to see it. But yeah, look how cute he is. And the mountain range was awesome. It was so nice to see something different than freaking flatlands and corn. That was just ugh. And that is like the Needles, I guess is what they call it, just the really large rock formations. And this is like a lookout point. And yeah, this is actually at kind of like the starting point maybe of Needles Highway. And there was just like a little plaque that I was going up to see right up there. Something super scary about Needles Highway is it was so narrow, and it was a 2-way road. So like, imagine being like off the edge of a mountain and looking straight down and see, like, sometimes there was no guardrails. Like, that is a straight shot down. Like, what happens if like you get an itch, or like you like aren't your muscle spasms, like you're done for, and like there's another car coming. Like, it was so nerve-wracking. Yeah, there is another lookout point, but it was so cool, and definitely didn't look real. Like, it's crazy. And here we are at Mount Rushmore. This place is super famous. Like, I think everybody knows about Mount Rushmore. It definitely was a lackluster, I would say. Was kind of like a little bit of a letdown. Not gonna lie, I guess it is what it is. I'm so thankful that I got to see it, but I will probably never be back. And then we went out to eat and got some little souvenirs from this place.
I want to go there.
And I put Peachykeensalon on the map right here at the little pizza shop. So, always repping. Something else that was really cool is we went to the geographical center of the United States, including Hawaii and Alaska. So that was the very actual center of the United States. Like, how insane is that? So I definitely have been to the most southern point. That's in Florida. And I was almost by the most northwestern point, which was in Washington. It's kind of like by Forks. So I was up there, But yeah, that's awesome. And basically what that thing was saying is that the actual point is 20 miles north, but it's on private property. And then I wanted ice cream, so we came to Dairy Queen. I was sitting in there being really awkward. But yeah. I got a vanilla cone dipped in cotton candy. Hi guys, update. Finally at our hotel, and I'm getting haunted vibes. A lot of old people have been here. The place is old. Wish us luck that nothing starts banging on the wall.
Oh my.
And not real people. Yeah! Scream haunted to anybody else. So from the moment I walked in this place, I just could tell it was old and haunted. Look at that. Look at that orb. Look at them. You can literally see them all throughout this clip. There are orbs in this clip. And so I was sitting there, and at that point, I didn't know that this place was actually haunted. Like, I just kind of was like, oh, this place is creepy and old and haunted. Like, you know what I mean? But here we are, looking around the second floor, and that's my mom laughing, because then I figured out that it was haunted, and I'm like, what the hell is in that room? Like, ew, I'm scared. But basically, on the 8th floor, there was somebody who was getting married. It was the bride. Something happened, something or the other, and she ended up jumping out the window from the 8th floor and died. So, it's said that they can see somebody in a white dress walking around the hotel, and even the guy who owned the hotel, you could see him walking around. And this is us going on the 8th floor. I'm just gonna voice over this whole part just because it's easier for me to tell you guys a story of everything that happened. And also they said that there is a spirit of a young child that haunts this hotel, and sometimes you can hear knocking, like a little kid knocking, and laughter from a child. It is just so freaking creepy. I don't know, we were just really skeeved out. Well, I for sure was skeeved out. I didn't want to be alone in that place. It just was definitely weird vibes. And that's the room 812, where the bride jumped out the window and fell to her death. I'm just so freaked out. I didn't say anything when we were staying there, but it was definitely very creepy. And even Ghostbusters went there and did an episode there. So yeah, not Ghostbusters, Ghost Hunters. But that's it for today's video, guys. Bye.